So ladies and gentlemen, we'll now move to fight number 2 of the evening. And introducing first, out of the red corner, Symsia Long. So making the walk for the second time in her career is Base Training Centre's Symsia Long. Symsia, of course, 1-0 in her career, managed to get a first-round submission victory back in June of 2021 with an Americana of all things.
Americana?
Yes.
Well, she's a BJJ black belt, it's not black belt, I apologize, purple belt, and she's got 2 black belts in her corner, so I'm not surprised about that. She's got Aaron Black and Damian Brown, obviously, in her corner, and that is pretty good. Damian put some cold boil on top of my head, but listen, she's got a very, very good corner, and I'm sure she's going to get a good advice.
Yeah, so excited to see this one go down. Like you mentioned, the corner there, some pretty held chops. Damian Brown, of course, UFC veteran. Aaron Blackie actually main evented Coastal Combat 3 all the way back in the day, and he's now off to the PFL. So we wish Aaron all the best and are excited to see him compete on the big stage. But look, back to Symsia though here, Paul. She's made it pretty clear that she thinks that her strength will be in the grappling here, and she's going to look to implement that against her opponent, Gemma Pateman.
Dan, do you want to tell what she does for a living?
She is a blood transfusion scientist.
Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Yep. And yeah, she looks like she's ready to go. She looks quite ready physically, so hopefully she's going to come in and showcase her talent.
Yeah, looked fantastic on the scales yesterday at weigh-in, so excited to see the second chapter in Symsia Long's career. And introducing her opponent, out of the blue corner, Gemma, the Blonde Bomber Pateman. Well, a hometown welcome for a hometown girl. Gemma Pateman, of course, training out of Combat Lab Martial Arts here on the Sunshine Coast. The gym's only about probably a 10-minute drive away from the venue, so she's going to have some support in the building. Gemma, of course, making the walk for the second time in her career. Her MMA debut didn't quite go as planned back in September of last year. She's excited for an opportunity to right those wrongs tonight, Paul.
Absolutely. Listen, the first loss in your amateur career means absolutely nothing. It feels like the end of the world, but it's not. You know, sometimes the nerves play a big role and all that, but once you go back to the gym, make adjustments, breathe properly, you'll be able to come back, bounce back, and get that W.
Yeah, excited to see her. You know, she really made some important changes in her training camp throughout this camp. She really worked on that defensive wrestling, as that was the issue in her debut fight. She unfortunately got taken down and submitted, so she's really worked to try and shore up some of those holes in her game. I tell you what, I hold pads for Gemma a couple of times a week, and she hits so hard. I don't know if I've ever held pads for a woman that hits as hard as Gemma. So I would think that the game plan for Symsia will be to take her down, because staying on the feet, if Gemma starts landing some of those big shots, then it may be a short night.
However, you said that, well, Gemma is a blue belt. She's not a stranger, being on the ground, so I'm sure that she knows what to do in case she gets taken down.
And of course, big shouts to the corner there of Gemma Pateman, Nicole Zepasvari, our main eventer later tonight, getting some work in quickly. Joel Zepasvari, the head coach of Combat Lab and the promoter here at Coastal Combat, and of course, the former professional welterweight champion, Ty Borg Duncan. So ladies and gentlemen, fight number 2 this evening will be contested in the women's flyweight division over 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, She weighed in at 56.6 kilos and trains out of Base Training Centre, holding an undefeated amateur record of 1 win for 0 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Symsia Long! And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, she weighed in at 57.0 kilos and trains out of Combat Lab Martial Arts, making her second appearance in the cage tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gemma, the Blonde Bomber, Pateman! And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Claire Fryer.
I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm actually looking forward to this fight. Both list Valentina Shevchenko as one of her favorite fighters. Well, not surprising. Oh, you could hear those kicks.
Yes, beautiful body kick there from Symsia Long. So here we go.
Nice light on their feet. Both light on feet. Both keeping their hands where they should be. Nicely done.
Yeah, both very intense in the announcements. They're ready to go, these two girls. Shook the nerves out with their first MMA fights last year, so the second chapter of their respective careers. Oh, big right hand from Gemma.
Gemma lands a few good punches. 2 and 3 lands beautifully.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens here, what the reaction is from Symsia Long, whether she looks to utilise that grappling after eating one of those shots from Gemma. But I tell you what, some of those kicks are finding the mark as well, Paul.
Cynthia needs to pressure. Well, actually, Gemma needs to pressure now too, not to lose the momentum of what she's just done. Ooh, there's a little bit of tension, hey?
Certainly is, and it's probably worth noting too, Paul, that this fight is under the modified B-class rule set, meaning that there are no punches to the head if these ladies do find their way down onto the canvas.
It's time for Gemma to actually impose her striking game now. She's starting to wait too long, and Symsia is starting to find her ways. Beautiful.
Beautiful shot, and nice defense there from Gemma.
Beautiful defense. Beautiful.
Big test there from Gemma Pateman. Like I said in the walkout, she
needs to stop going towards the cage. She needs to start standing her ground a little more. Otherwise her opponent's going to try to take her down again. You know, she needs to build up on her momentum when she lands those strikes.
Yeah, so as I mentioned in the walkout, big right hand lands from Symsia Long. I was just about to say the defensive wrestling held up to the first test there from Gemma Pateman.
But these two punches shook her. They shook Gemma. They shook her. Let's see what she's going to do after that.
Yeah, that right hand looked to have done some damage from Symsia Long. It's a beautiful overhand right that she's got.
Symsia sitting down in her punches very well. Gemma needs to start building her own momentum now, otherwise she's going to give this round away. That's it. There you go.
So here we go against the fence. Symsia Long looks very physical in there, very strong. And
10 seconds to go. Wow, what a good round.
Great opening round.
Good round. Hard to score, but I'd say Symsia might have stole that round, landing a similar type of combo, but closer towards the end of the round. Attempted takedown, and she actually controlled where the fight was taking place. You know, she was pushing their opponent around a little bit.
Yeah, so great opening round there from both ladies. Some big strikes landed on both sides, really.
Absolutely so.
But I think you're right, Paul. That the sort of the biggest strike of that round did seem to be that right hand from Symsia Long. So as the coaches now go to work, we gave them their due on the walkout. The teams from Combat Lab and Base Training Centre barking their instructions to their pupils. Really interesting, the feet in the ice bucket there for Symsia Long.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that one in a while.
Both need to make some adjustments in the second round. We'll see who's going to do a better adjustment, so to speak. Both ready to fight.
So referee Claire Fryer claps us in. Round 2 underway now, and these girls are back to it. That body kick there again for Symsia Long. Doesn't seem to be phasing Gemma Pateman too much, but they certainly can't feel good.
Gemma swings. Good.
So right hand
Symsia's
lands.
now. Oh, good reversal. Very well done. Very well done. Gemma needs to build her momentum. She needs to start pushing forward a little bit more. Otherwise, Symsia, you see, she's finding range and landing. Oi! Beautiful counter-attack by Gemma. That could shift the momentum if she builds up on that.
So nice flurry of punches that landed there from Combat Lab pupil Gemma Pateman. So Ty Duncan in the corner yelling for what we talked about Gemma. So obviously they had some pointed messages after that first round.
Symsia seems to be favoring that right hand. Oh, that's a beautiful left hook.
Some big shots landing from Gemma Pateman.
Gemma.
Symsia Long doing a good job to turn this into a grappling exchange now.
Girls locked up in the clinch right in front of us, so we can actually see quite well. Gemma's being active even though she's being pressed against the cage. Symsia seems to be working for that takedown now.
So some nice control time here for Symsia Long.
Beautiful. Some knees have been thrown as well. Gemma doesn't seem to be lost in this position. She's working her way out. She's staying close to the cage.
Looked like a couple went below the border there.
Below.
Yeah. Ooh, and another one.
That is, she's landing those knees a little low. The ref didn't see that.
And it looks like another one landed there as well.
Symsia seems to be breathing deep.
Yeah, Symsia looks to be breathing very heavily.
But Gemma, it's time to take over. Something's going on with her.
So here we go, the room erupting here as the girls start exchanging.
Wow, they're throwing punches hard. Gemma seems to have found a rhythm. Gemma needs to go now. Gemma needs to go now. She needs to go now.
She's quitting. That's the message from the corner in Combat Lab. They're saying that she's quitting.
I don't think she's quitting, but she's definitely trying to take a breather here. Gemma needs to use this and steal this round.
So right hand clips the chin there from Symsia Long.
Wow. Another very close round. Another close round. Wow. Dan, I'm scared to ask. What do you think?
Look, it's tough. You know, obviously, I train with Gemma, so I don't want to sound biased, but I'm probably thinking it's 1-1 at this stage.
I would actually have to agree with you. I don't train with Gemma, but it seems to be 1-1 for me now.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure why Symsia sort of walked away and let the momentum go back to Gemma. Gemma landed some really good punches in this round.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle. I'm not sure whether she thought, looked like she perhaps thought the round was over. She was retreating back to her corner. So
I don't think so. Well, if she did, that's a huge mistake. But there was about 45 seconds left in that round, and she lost that 45 seconds.
Yes, significantly. So here we go. This is heating up here. Third and final round could well and truly be locked at 1 apiece. Gemma,
these girls are ready because it's the third round and they're still going hard.
Gemma Pateman, Symsia Long. Here we go, round 3.
Wow, I am enjoying this fight a lot.
Let's see how well Symsia recovered within that 60 seconds. As you mentioned, Paul, towards the end of that round, she did start to slow a little bit.
Gemma looks ready. She needs to actually capitalize on things she's seeing. She's seeing a lot more than she's doing, so she needs to start, if she wants to. Oh my God, that's so good.
Yeah, that's actually very well put, Paul. She is seeing things well, but I think the activity does need to increase. I think that's a very astute observation of yours. So Symsia doing another doing a great job, getting herself back to the fence.
Good frame by Gemma. She needs to start kneeing. Oh, good. She needs to go now. She needs to go now. Gemma needs to go now.
Yeah, activity, the word that I'm sure Gemma Pateman's corner is screaming, or a variation of that. We need to get her moving forward. Because Symsia Long, look, she's, to her credit, she perhaps is displaying sort of signs of fatigue, but her activity hasn't. Her activity still stayed quite high. Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree with that observation. She seems to be breathing long, but she's digging deep. Gemma could take that fight, but she needs to go now. There's only half a round left.
Huge takedown.
Huge
takedown. Big takedown in the context of this fight.
She's putting her knees down on the ground, and she seems to be, she's active towing, so she might wanting to pass. She might be wanting to pass now, and she is passing the guard now.
But Gemma's going to get back up. Beautiful work, and the left hook lands as well. Huge 1 minute to go here in this. Fantastic fight between these two young flyweights.
Gemma needs to throw hands now if she wants to take this round. Yes, more of that.
So that was a beautiful takedown from Symsia.
Beautiful, well timed.
But perhaps just a mistake committing to that pass a little too much and allowing Gemma to get back to her feet.
Now Symsia is against the cage with Gemma pushing her. Well done by the girls. They're fighting, and they're fighting hard.
Oh,
wow! Good punches landed by Gemma.
40 seconds to go. The blonde bomber, that's right.
The blonde bomber is going hard, and she might be stealing this round. Wow. I'm sure.
Right hand lands there, 20 seconds to go. Incredible fight between Gemma Pateman and Symsia Long.
Amazing fight. She needs to... Both exhausted by fighting hard.
The corner's absolutely going berserk as the jab lands for Gemma Pateman.
Wow, what a fight, what a fight. What a fight.
Fantastic fight.
Wow. Both were running on fumes, and wow, what a fight. Wow, go make it official, Dan.
So as we see on the replay here, Symsia started beautifully in that first round, landed that big right hand that we were talking about, but second round we thought live scored it for Gemma, and third round will decide the winner of this one. Gemma Pateman on her feet, hands in the air. She thinks she's done enough.
An amazing fight. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Both ladies fought hard. I'm really struggling to tell you who I thought won that fight. So I'm going to leave it up to the judges. Both ladies had really good moments and really good neat beats in this fight. Both landed punches. It was up and down, up and down. Dan is going to make it official now.
So ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the bout 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Symsia Long.
Interesting. One of the judges had it 30-27. I wasn't sure. But congratulations to Symsia. She fought a great fight. She fought a great fight.
So ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with our winner, Symsia Long, now moving to 2-0, remaining undefeated in what was a fantastic 3-round fight there with Gemma Pateman. Just give me your thoughts on the 3 rounds we just saw.
Well, my first fight only went the 1 round, so I hadn't had like the break in between. So yeah, it was good to experience that, I think. It was tougher than I thought, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty close fight from cage side. Were you confident that you'd done enough when we went to the judges' scorecards?
Honestly, I thought it was going to go a bit different, but Gemma's real tough, so it was a lot harder to stop that early on.
Well, one thing that we were particularly impressed with was your striking. Obviously, we know about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt, and we're expecting to see that on display here tonight, but we really got it done all on the feet.
Yeah, I think that's what was expected, and I haven't had much striking experience, like even in the gym, so this was really just like a test, see how I could go under pressure.
Well, it looked pretty good to me, and before I let you go, I'm sure there's some people you'd like to thank.
Yeah, obviously my coach Damo, Aaron Blackie, Georgia Pelly, and all the coaches at base. And everyone that trains at base, especially my partner, Blake Deegan. Big help.
Well, big shouts to Blake and the rest of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, still undefeated, Symsia Long.